Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1972, the story behind Christmas cards. I am your host, Helen Brahms, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Happy Christmas Eve. For those of you celebrating Christmas, happy Christmas Eve. Is it tonight or tomorrow night that Hanukkah starts? Forgot to check that one. Hanukkah starts the day after Christmas. Okay, we're fine. We're good. I was just making sure I wasn't forgetting that one too. But here we are, Christmas Eve of 2024. We've made it through another year. Okay, we've still got 7 days to go. I get it. Totally understand. We'll be fine. But anyway, here we are. So I have just gotten off a really cool Christmas call with my parents and my brother and sister-in-law. They happened to be over there having Christmas dinner with my parents. So we just had a great time there. I was actually sitting on the floor in the family room, going live with them, and my laptop was sitting on top of my my cooler my electric cooler for the car, because I was sitting there on the pillows on the floor next to Zeffie because we were thwarting another seizure. So this morning we had a seizure situation come up. Where I could tell that if I didn't get her laying down and get her calmed down, that she was going to have a seizure. So got her laying down, got her calmed down. I'm getting pretty good at getting the whole area set up now. I have my laptop table there. It's got my Kindle on it. I've got my phone on it. I've got the TV remote on there now. I have her treat container sitting on there. My bottle of water sits next to it. I have dog wipes and a towel there for her. I've got it all set up, and I've got the cushion. I know how the cushions go, so it's very comfortable to be able to lay there for a couple of hours if I need to. Today we're there for 90 minutes before she woke up enough to be able to get up and walk around. And then this evening she started dragging a little bit, so I went and got her comfortable. I was going to do this before talking with my parents, but Zeffie was in a place where I couldn't do that. I couldn't leave her to do the live, and because she could have gone into a seizure at any moment. And so we just got everything. I worked out how to get everything set up for Zooming with my parents from the floor of the family room. Zeffie is now walking around the house with a dog biscuit in her mouth, trying to figure out where to put it, and she's just walked into the laundry with it. Oh, she's walked out without it. So I guess she's got it in the laundry this time. But anyway, here we are. And I hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling Christmas Eve. Now, I know some people have the tradition of getting together as a family on Christmas Eve and opening gifts then, or maybe one gift. And then some people will go off to midnight services after having a family meal together and opening maybe one gift, maybe all the gifts, and then going off to midnight services. Other ones, everything's safe till Christmas Day, or you get to open one present on Christmas Eve and all the other presents get opened on Christmas Day. There's probably Christmas stories being told all over the place with kids putting on play productions and everything else of the Christmas story. So there's a lot of activity going on Christmas Eve. I'm just happy that my dog is doing it okay, and that we've got to talk with my parents. Next year we'll be there in person on Christmas, because it's Christmas Day in New Zealand right now. So next year I'll be there in person having a really cool time with family in the middle of summer celebrating Christmas. This hat's going to get very hot down there in that time. And so I'm just thankful for that next year we'll get to be there in person instead of just on a Zoom call. But it was a really cool evening. And so I thought, oops, hat's slipping. Can't move my head too much. It'll slip off. So I thought we'd talk, what's the story behind Christmas cards? They're always a fun topic to talk about. So Christmas cards, let's see, where's my list of, okay. So the first Christmas card was created in 1843 by Sir Henry Cole, who used it to help introduce the penny post in England. So it would cost you a penny for a stamp to be able to post something in England, and he used Christmas cards, send greetings to your family members, send greetings to your friends, using the penny post. I thought it was pretty cool. It was designed by artist John Calcott Horsley, and the card featured a festive scene and the greeting, "A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you." Pretty basic. And then early cards often depicted religious imagery, winter scenes, or messages of goodwill. Victorian cards were intricate with hand-painted designs, lace, and embossed features. I would expect nothing less on a Victorian card. That just seemed to be the time period that you were in. And even home decor had the intricate hand-painted designs, the lace, the embossed features on furniture and wallpaper and all of that sort of stuff as well. Advances in printing technology made Christmas cards more affordable and widespread by the late 19th century. Louis Prang, also known as the father of the American Christmas card, popularized the tradition in the US in the 1870s. Christmas cards became a way to maintain connections, especially for families separated by distance. During wartime, cards often featured patriotic themes and messages of hope. And then on the rise of photo cards, with families showcasing portraits on personalized greetings, digital cards and e-cards became popular in the 21st century, offering an eco-friendly and instant delivery options. Vintage Christmas cards are highly collectible and a window into past cultures and aesthetics. Cards featuring rare designs or created by well-known artists can be valuable. We're going to visit that one again in a moment. And family history connection. Christmas cards can be a genealogical resource revealing relatives' addresses, relationships, and even personal traits through their handwritten notes. On that one, I don't know when this trend started and I couldn't find it, but people would often include in that either handwrite it on the inside of the card or they would put a letter inside the card, which basically summarized their family's life through that past year. So since they sent the last Christmas card, this has happened. This is what's happened in our lives. This is who got married. This is who passed. This is, who was born. We did this. We did that. We traveled here. We traveled there. So this is what this child's now doing. This child's now in this grade or year at school. This is what they're doing. They got awarded this, that, and the other thing. They sat these exams and passed, and this is blah, 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 blah. So you basically get a summary on these letters, these Christmas letters. You get a summary of what happened in the family, in that particular family during the year, which when it comes to genealogy is awesome. It becomes an awesome genealogical resource because it's all written there. You've got the relationships in those letters. You've got the activities that they did that year. You've got birthdays and deaths. Births, deaths, and marriages are all in there in those letters and cards. And some people will just write on the inside of the card and that's all you get. Others will actually type up a second page to put in there with that as well. So it's a great way to keep track of genealogy. So even with the vintage cards and everything else, it is giving you a window into past cultures. If these vintage Christmas cards are in your own family, then you've got another tie to history, to that time in history. And especially if they date the card, I used to, but I have stopped doing that. I used to write on the back what year I received that card. I do not throw out greeting cards. I do not. I have stacks of them. I even have I still have it here. Whoops, there goes my hat. Oh well. Zeffy thinks it's a toy. So I still have this binder here are all the cards that got sent to Brad when he was in hospital for his 87-day stay. All the cards are in here. They're in these plastic sleeves where they all fit. It's one card per thing. You can probably put two in there. But there's all these different cards in here so I can see the fronts and backs of all the cards that are in there. So this is one collection that I have. Another collection I have, I should have brought it in beforehand, is my birthday album. Now, birthday scrapbook. My mum started this when I was born, and it's got my birth announcements in there. It even has the card that was on my bassinet in the hospital. It has the birth announcements. It has the congratulations on your new daughter cards coming in or your new baby. Then it's got all my cards from age 1 through 16, I think it is. I have everything from where that one ends. I still have all the cards from that time period all the way through to the ones I just received a couple of weeks ago. Don't throw out cards. I just don't. It's put that there before she chews on it. I just don't throw out cards. I collect postcards and I don't throw out greeting cards that are sent to me. I used to write on the back the dates, the years that they were sent to me, but I got out of that. So maybe I need to start that one again. But I love looking at cards. I love looking at greeting cards. I love looking at old letters. They're a great window into the past. So if you've got a stack of letters, a stack of cards that you find at your grandmother's place, your great-grandparents' place, treasure those. Read through them. Yes, you will have to learn to read cursive because that's how they wrote back then. But just reading those letters, from a parent to parent, just reading those letters, you get an insight into how people felt about it. If you find their love letters, you get insight into how those people felt about each other. and maybe even some um, um, and maybe even some insight into their relationship and why it has lasted so long or why it didn't last. There would be notes in there from other family members. There'll be, birthday greetings, all sorts of things all sorts of reasons that cards are sent. But I think the Christmas ones are really are some very cool ones. I mean, birthday ones, I love birthday cards. But the Christmas ones, when they have, and this year we did this year we did that, where it has the summary of the year. Somebody is waiting for her advent calendar treat. She's got 2 left, one for today, and then they came in little, like 1-inch square, 1.5-inch square pockets in her thing, and then she has one that's like 4 or 5 inches long, and that's for tomorrow. My advent calendar runs out tonight, but that's okay. I have backup chocolate. But anyway, so somebody's waiting for her advent calendar treat. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Christmas cards will give you an insight into what's happening in people's lives, because on Christmas cards, more than any other card, they will put in notes about, just notes to catch you up with family activities and things. So it's a great insight into genealogy and family history. So you get to hear some of these stories and all that. And maybe some of that information could be used in your family tree. Who knows? So that's the history behind. It's just short and sweet tonight. That's the history behind Christmas cards. So my question for you this evening is, what's the most memorable Christmas card you have ever received, and what stories do you think old family cards might tell you about your ancestors? I think if they wrote letters inside the card, that they would say, oh, we went on this trip. It would be a summary of what happened during the year. Or it could be, hey, we're planning a trip, we'll be in your area, just an advance warning that they're going to be in town for however long. And, when they went visiting in those days, if they were in different cities and towns and things back in the 1800s where you had horse-drawn carriages and things, they would go visit. Their visit wouldn't be for a week or two. It would be for about a month or longer. So they may even be telling you, hey, we're planning to be in your area on this time. And then you would then reply and say, great, we can't wait to see you. Come stay with us. And how long are you planning on staying? All of that sort of stuff. Most memorable Christmas card I've ever received. Most memorable I've ever received. Well, I didn't actually receive it. I found it. Brad had already bought me a Christmas card for 2017. He hadn't actually written in it either. I found it when found it the other day, and it was a for my wife card, and it was just the poem that was inside was just absolutely gorgeous. And he got it for me for 2019 for 2017 for Christmas, and of course he wasn't there for that Christmas. So that would be my most memorable one. Was the last one that he never gave me. But yeah, I have that in a special box in a special place. I have a lot of special box with special cards in it that he gave me over time, and as I come across them, I put them into my little box. Although some I will put into my art journal. But yeah, the most memorable Christmas card I ever received was the one that he never gave me. But he had bought it. He had purchased it. He hadn't written in it at the time, but he had it set aside for Christmas of 2017. So he was a very forward thinker, because he didn't have a chance to buy that card. He would have bought that card back in, I don't know when, because he went into hospital on the 23rd of June of that year, and he passed away 5 days after he came home, 87 days later. So I don't know when he actually bought that card, but he purchased that card, and it's the last one that it's the one he never gave me. That's the one I remember the most, because it's got the most beautiful poem inside it and had the biggest impact. Out of all the cards he gave me, that one had the biggest impact because he had thought in advance for it. And then I was going through his emails and things, unsubscribing for everything he subscribed to. And I came across one that he had sent himself, which had a couple of links in there for our 20th wedding anniversary. That was going to be the following year. In 2018 was our 20th wedding anniversary, which is 3 days after Christmas. And he had picked out already what he was going to get me for that anniversary. So I found that email as well. So anyway, go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling Christmas Eve, and may your day tonight and tomorrow be full of lots of love, lots of laughter, many blessings, make lots of memories, spend that time. If you're spending your time by yourself, treat yourself. Our plans for tomorrow are warding off a seizure attack in the morning. And then, but my plan for tomorrow is this year with my movie watching, I have not been as diligent as I have been in past years. I watched the first 6 James Bond movies in November. Haven't seen the rest of them. I've watched one Christmas movie so far, so I just heard a noise behind me. Watched one Christmas movie, which was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on December 1st. I haven't watched another Christmas movie since. So tomorrow's plan is to watch just a Christmas movie marathon tomorrow. And food-wise, we have all the food now in. My package that was supposed to arrive from Amazon yesterday between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. got delivered about 30 minutes ago. So I now have everything ready, and I'm making a charcuterie board for the entire day, just snacking here and snacking there. Would I cook anything? Nope. I might make toast. I might make a scrambled egg. I don't know. But basically, I'm going to hard boil some eggs tonight, and basically everything's just going to be it's just going to be a charcuterie board that we're just going to pick and just snack throughout the entire day while we do a Christmas movie marathon. So that's what we're planning to do tomorrow. Let us know in the comments what your plans are for Christmas Day tomorrow, and may they be full of lots of love, laughter, many memories, and just have a super fantastic sparkling day. And if you're by yourself, take care of yourself. Celebrate you and take care of yourself. Just have it as a big pampering day, or join us on a movie marathon. Will I post what movies I'm watching? I don't know. I haven't decided, but maybe we will. But we will see you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific.